This video is sponsored by The Chosen Prime. Link in the description below. Need to think of a joke, need to think of a joke, thinking of a joke, thinking of a joke. What's red and smells like blue paint? Answer is going to be at the end of the video. What's going on, everybody? S.L.B coming at you with another video review. This time we're taking a look at Fans Toys FT-31B Magnum. Before we get into the figure, let's take a quick look at the packaging. Great artwork on the front of the box of Magnum in his robot mode as well as his vehicle mode. The one thing I want to point out is the shit-eating grin that he has that makes me smirk every time I see it. Both sides of the box have the name of the figure. It's nothing new from Fans Toys. Top and bottom just have the vehicle mode artwork. Back of the packaging has a brief bio for Magnum as well as the standard product shots of Magnum along with Road King and Spoiler, and just by the way he looks, this team is shaping up splendidly. Oh yeah, I can use fancy words. Pinky out. First up in the short list of what is included are the instructions. They look nice, but I didn't even bother using them. Let me ask you this. Do you use instructions for your third-party figures? There are two types of people that I have noticed when it comes to instructions. On one hand, they use them. There's nothing wrong with that if you use them. And on the other hand, there are people that don't use the instructions and try to transform it on their own. And if they can't do that, then they'll just go straight to YouTube and look up a video tutorial. Which type are you? Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Hey, guess what? You guessed right. Bio card. Were you expecting the air horns like at an EDM concert? Yeah, no, sorry, I listen to good music. CGI render on the front of the bio card, as well as some product shots on the back. Nothing new, same old, same old. Next up is an alternate face, and you guessed right as to what type of face it is. It should be pretty easy to swap out. The instructions show you clearly that the face goes here. What they don't tell you is how to do it. There's no room for anything like your fingernail or a spudger to remove the faceplate. Womp womp. And finally we come to the blaster or pistol or gun or whatever you want to call it. It kind of has an updated G1 look to it. It's a nice mold, nice color, really nothing else to say about it. Needless to say though, it is a splendid firearm. You can also store the pea shooter in vehicle mode by just flipping the handle 90 degrees and taking tab A and plugging into slot B. Just for the record, tab A and slot B are not the actual names of it, I just really like saying that. Okay, enough dilly-dallying. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. So do you know what a Ferrari 308 is? Well, first thing, it's a car. Duh. Secondly, it's made in Italy. Yeah, because Ferrari sounds like it comes out of Detroit. Shout out to Adam and TF Tommy. Hi guys. Third, Ferrari is considered a luxury car. Now, why am I saying these things, you may ask yourself? Let me tell you. This is the point in the video where we cut to the vehicle mode. Vehicle mode, please. Thank you. Where was I going? Oh yeah. So when you have Magnum in vehicle mode and you're looking at it, this thing looks like a luxury car. Minus the QC sticker that I left on for the purposes of this joke. Let's just take that off. There we go. I mean, just gaze upon the sleek and smooth body. How was Fans Toys able to get away with using this vehicle mode without getting in trouble from Ferrari? Magnum looks so close to an actual Ferrari 308 that you could use it as a pickup line. I mean, you can literally walk up to her and go say, hey baby, you want to take a look at my Ferrari? And then you pull out Magnum here and she just looks at you and laughs and calls you a nerd and walks away. Not like that's ever happened to me before. Sorry, I'm digressing. Back to vehicle mode. This body is so gentle with its soft angles and aerodynamic body style. Magnum's car mode has just enough detail in it to where it's not overly distracting from the overall bodywork. Take the lines on the front hood and the trunk. To me, they look great and stand out overall, yet still doesn't take my attention away from the smooth fenders. Let's not pay too much attention to the top of the sedan now, even though I love the clear red plastic for all the windows. There is more right in front. Magnum has 4 tiny clear plastic snippets that act as the headlights and really catch your eye. Be careful though, if you turn your gaze ever so slightly, your eyes will get persuaded to look at the rims of the car. Yes, even though the rims are made out of plastic and have chrome paint, don't let it deteriorate from the fact that they add to the luxury motif of this Ferrari. Does that make sense? Speaking of the paint on the vehicle looks great. The charcoal color has a nice shine to it. It's not an overwhelming amount of shine, so it appears to have a flat finish to it. The two-tone paint on Magnum is, in my opinion, extravagant. That flat charcoal with the glossy metallic red is mwah, bravo. Okay, I need a breather. Let's just place Magnum here next to Fans Toys Spoiler and Rogue King. And oh my god, look at the way they look together. This team is shaping up perfectly, minus all the gaps and such in Rogue King's trailer. You know how people say size doesn't matter? Well, that's bullshit. The scale of the vehicle mode is impeccable. He looks great next to Spoiler and Rogue King, and having him next to other official MP cars is such an ease on the eyes that it makes you feel relaxed. More on that in my final thoughts. Enough gushing about the vehicle mode. Let's transform Magnum and get into the robot mode. Okay, now that we're done gushing over the vehicle mode, let us marvel at this robot mode. Go ahead, I'll wait. From the head down to his feet, you get the same charcoal color from vehicle mode, and it is just as impressive in robot mode. On top of that charcoal color is a prominent chest decorated in a silver paint with two little pieces of clear blue plastic to break up the silver, as well as a little touch of black at where his sternum should be if he was a human. Remember in vehicle mode that candy apple red towards the bottom of the car? In robot mode, it is in your face because it is all over his arms, which is just eye-catching. If you think the red on his arms look good, check out that noggin. Magnum's face is painted in the same red shade, and if you take that along with the purple eyes and charcoal helmet, that red just pops right at you. From his abs down, there isn't a lot going on in the paint department. However, at the kneecaps, you're greeted with these two sections of clear red plastic, and if you look ever so closely, he has some nice molded material. Speaking of molded bits of greeble, Magnum barely has any detail in robot mode, and you know what? I'm okay with it. I have a rant in mind, but I'll say that for my final thoughts. Let's just go into the articulation accompanied by some music. Having Magnum next to Spoiler and Rogue King, I am captivated by what Fans Toys is doing with their Stunticons. They look great together. My initial thought when I was pre-ordering these figures was this was going to be my robot mode Stunticons. I'm still wondering what's going to be my combined mode Menasor. Come on, Zeta, do something, Zeta. If you pit Fans Toys Stunticons against the Fans Toys Aerialbots, just look at how threatening they are. Adding Magnum to the mix just intensifies the intimidation factor. And when you put Magnum, Spoiler, and Rogue King with other official and non-official MP scale Decepticons, it looks like everything is coming up Milhouse. I had a weird thought while writing the script for this, especially when it came to the car mode comparisons. Hear me out. Picture a parking lot. Just close your eyes and picture like a parking lot, a car dealership, something like that. Now take your official and unofficial third-party cars. Autobot, Decepticon, doesn't matter. If you put the cars like in between the lines and it looks like an actual parking lot with cars piled in it, that's a good scale. I'm being completely serious. That came to my mind when I was writing the script, and I was completely sober when I was writing it. The few complaints I have for Magnum, this is great and all, there's just no upward movement. I mean, I know we're not gonna get the G1 look with a double barrel blaster on the back, and fine, come to grips with it. Not gonna lose any more sleep. Another issue I had is the transformation. There's only one piece of transformation that really just gets to me. It's that head. It fits into that cavity so well. There really isn't enough room to get like a fingernail or a spudger in there to pop it out. I mean, the instructions clearly tell you, be careful when doing that. And another thing, it's not a complaint, it's just an observation. You know the one thing I didn't hear people complaining about this time? Look at how skinny he is from the side. Not one complaint about it. Spoiler there, everybody complained about. He's too skinny from the side, he's too skinny from the side, Didn't have a problem with spoiler, don't have a problem with this. This thing looks great from the front. Where you should be displaying your figures. Not from the side, from the front. Oops, kicked my camera. Oopsies. Overall, Magnum is a definite get. Road King was good. Spoiler amazed me. This thing is just outstanding. It's like the aerial bots. Silverboard was good. Goose was kind of a setback with the giant backpack kibble, but then Iceman comes out and it's just blah. And it's the same thing with the Stunticons. The overall look is great. The articulation is great. The transformation is actually pretty fun. Again, that head is a little annoying to get out. Once you develop a system though, perfectly fine to get out. The color palette is very satisfying. He feels good in hand. He's probably my favorite Stunticon out of the fans toys. That being said, I may have packed up my Transformation Stunticons because I don't need an IDW shelf. I don't need an IDW shelf. I don't need an IDW shelf. So this is S.L.B. and this has been my review of Fans Toys FT-31B Magnum. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Be sure to hit up my sponsor, The Chosen Prime. You can shop thousands of figures, earn points on every purchase. Anything over $150, it's free shipping and it's fast shipping. Link to their website as long as all their social media will be in the description down below. This is S.L.B. again. This has been my review of Fans Toys FT-31B Magnum. And this is S.L.B. saying, forgot what the joke was I told at the beginning. Red paint, that was the answer.